because it's not going to benefit that much. However, as we upgrade it more, it gets better. Oh god. I'd almost forgotten how long Anne Orlando is. There's a... Yeah, if I had enough stamina, I could just stun lock him. I hit his tail like once. Alright. No. See? Gargoyles. And that's the same type of gargoyle from the very beginning of the game. They don't get any better. I do like that though, showing old enemies as non-bosses to kind of give you a little bit of progress. It does the same thing with the Capra Demon and the Taurus Demon, except it's a little bit more annoying. Because I hate the Capra Demon, and the Taurus Demon is just kind of annoying. Nope, no! Okay. I think I've died more from falling this session than I have from actual enemies. Actually, I know for a fact that I have. Well, that's good. Gravity is definitely the main enemy in Dark Souls. Think that bosses like Ornstein and Smo or Gwyn were difficult? Yeah, try fighting Gravity. You always lose. There's no chance of winning. Gravity always wins. See? Gravity just hurt me there. It's terrible. Why would he even do that? I never even attacked it. Yeah. This really isn't very obvious though. You'd have to really explore the area to find this, and it's necessary for continuing, so kind of annoying. Also, camera gets played with when you get to those pillars, which I don't like at all. This part. I don't like this part. Just because of these guys. They'll dodge your attacks if you let them, but... Would you just stop? How many throwing knives do you even have? See, look at how well that chains. I've grown on the Claymore a little bit. I used to think it was pretty terrible. I still don't think it's amazing, but it's not as bad as it could be, I guess. Of course, I'd still like to get a Silver Knight or a Black Knight sword, because those weapons, those are good weapons. Though, I'm not going to get a Black Knight sword at this point. I've already killed the Black Knight that gives the sword. Maybe I should just parry this guy. Or maybe that won't work. I don't think that'll work here. Fell. Look at him. Bottom middle of the screen. Just kind of dying. Guess we can do this too. Oh. Oh, did I do that? Oh, I'm sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. See, look how many lives that Gravity is claiming. An unstoppable juggernaut of destruction that we can only hope to contend with. Oh yeah, that's the statue of Gwendolyn, isn't it? Fortunately it doesn't, that chest over there doesn't actually have anything good, I don't think, so I'm not going to bother. Oh, I almost forgot that we're going to get to a blacksmith pretty soon here, and I'm actually going to be able to upgrade this thing. Oh, right, the elevator's already on this level. So basically, this is how how we move in Orlando. Push this. Elevator goes down. Pretty nifty. Kind of makes you wonder what era of technology they're using. Also, cheap shot, thanks for that. Using your absurd weapon range to hit me from across a gap. It's cute. You know what I can do? I can do plunging attacks. Or maybe not, if you're just going to do that. You stop. Nope, nope. I'm not gonna get killed by this thing. Isn't even a very strong enemy. Oh, I guess that hit through my guard. Well, it's because it broke my block. Since apparently gargoyles do ridiculous amounts of damage now. Well, if they would just stop flying up into the air for half a second, I would be just fine. But I guess not. Well, luckily you don't have to go along the rafters again, because I unlocked that. I don't want to call it a shortcut because it's kind of integral to getting through Anor Londo, but I unlocked the passage. So now, we can go kill that ass, because, you know, it's just what we do. I think this time I'm not going to use the shield, and I think rolling's going to suit me better on this one. So, where's my souls here? Because I want those, even if it's not that many, I still want it. Where is it? What did you do? Don't tell me it's up top. Well, that floored me. I'm not liking how he's just flying up at every single opportunity. Would you just stop for like 5 seconds? My god, it's not that hard. He's just endlessly cheap-shotting. It's... come on. Just stop. What's wrong with you? See, I knew that he would do that, so I didn't even bother. And look, he actually didn't fly. He still floored us with the halberd, though. Wow, that attack is kind of like Sif's. Yay, let's fly up in the air. Yes, can I not roll through that? Come on. I'm getting real tired of this garbage. Would you just... God, this guy is really getting on my nerves. The first one didn't do this. I would have remembered if he had just flown up in the air for every single attack. I have no idea where my souls are, so I'm probably gonna have to go back up. I don't know why I did that. I guess I thought that would be a shortcut, but it was actually not. It should take us back up. Yep. Yeah. Oh, why are my souls up stupid. Anyway. Now we've gotten past that cheap-shotting piece of garbage, we can actually move on. Wait, I don't think going up there can actually do anything, so hold that thought. Let's go down here. Oh, it's another thing. If you fall and then roll, you can kind of cancel the hitting the ground animation. It's pretty nice. That's not really where we want to go either. So, where do we want to go? Actually, you know what? Let me go over there. Because there might be something that I'm not thinking of. Oh, you know what? There is. I was just being silly. So, yeah, we go up there. We're just gonna not fight the big iron guys because it's going to be a waste of time, and there are 2 of them, and I hate fighting them in pairs. It takes about 5 times as long because they're both pressuring you with their massively long weapons. But if we just skip them, it's all good. So that door we can't go into for whatever reason. I would think that would be a door that you could, but no, you can't. I don't think they can follow me. No. Wait, what? Oh, come on, that's not even fair. They shouldn't be able to shoot me from all the way up there. It's cheap. Wait, doesn't electricity hurt stamina as well? I may be making that up, but I think it does. Would you stop? All these enemies with their stupid jumping attacks and their jabbing weapons are kind of getting on my nerves. I mean, they're just jumping up and making it impossible for you to hit them without a ranged weapon, which is just completely stupid. And then they're just jabbing endlessly with their weapons that are longer than yours. I think those guys' weapons might be longer than the halberds, so they're going to endlessly do that. The electricity hits through your shield unless you're using one of the shields that actually has resistance to it, which is not many of them. Great shields do, I think, but those all weigh an exorbitant amount, so it's a waste to even wear them. I mean, I get difficulty, but I don't get artificial difficulty. When an enemy can kill you and you can't do anything about it, that's when you kind of draw the line. Like, I can't think of it, I think there was this boss in an old Legend of Zelda game that everyone complained about because it could just one-shot you at any point. It was really difficult to dodge. I may be thinking of a different game than a Legend of Zelda game, because I've never played a Legend of Zelda game. That's the game that I remember. At least there was a boss that I remember people not liking for that reason. And I don't like these enemies for that reason. When they jump up in the air, you can't do anything about it. And they stagger you if you don't have enough poise. Plus, if you try to block, electricity hits through your shield. How about that? I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky and one of them will try to jump off. Would you just stop? Could you just stop? Oh, I guess he can hit me, but I can't hit him or something? So those guys are doing that. See, look at how long their range is, and they can hit through your shields. Well, that was that guy. So that's two of them. And now we come to this part. This is a part that a lot of people don't like, and for good reason. These guys, very great bows, will knock you back. There's nothing you can do about it. Alright, sprint. Come on, let's go. That should knock me out. No? Maybe not. Oh, I guess. So that part lives in infamy for how unfair it is. Those guys will just knock you straight off the edge, and there's nothing much you can do about it most of the time. But, anyways, we come to the bonfire. And Sawyer sitting over here, just being Sawyer, I guess. Got anything to say?
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you.
Anything else?
You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that.
Well, you know what? He's Sunbro. I think we can take him up on that offer.